Hello everyone, how are you today?
Good.
Alright, so I am a blue-footed booby. You're thinking, what an interesting name. Well, let me tell you how I got it. So back when the Spanish sailors visited the Galapagos Islands in the 1500s, my ancestors were not afraid of them. The Spanish sailors thought this meant we were dumb. So booby is a derivative of bobo, which means stupid in Spanish. We actually weren't afraid because we don't have any natural predators on the island, so we just didn't know any better. Now, we are one of 3 booby species that occur on the islands, but you can also find blue-footed boobies on the western coast of Central and South America. So boobies are 32 to 34 inches tall, and they weigh about 3.4 pounds, and our wingspan is about 5 feet. So we have yellow eyes, and our brown plumage or feathers on our back. We have a white patch on our rump, a brown and white tail, and then we're white on the underneath. You will notice that we're kind of narrow and streamlined. We have a long, sharp bill, and our nostrils are actually permanently closed, and we breathe through the sides of our mouth. This is because we dive from high up in the air down into the ocean to catch sardines, mackerel, anchovies, and the occasional squid. Now we can dive from as high as 80 feet, and we might dive to a depth of 65 feet. When we hit the water, we hit it really hard. We could be going up to 60 miles per hour. But don't worry, our brains are protected by special air sacs, so we don't suffer air or any brain damage. Wouldn't want to prove those Spanish sailors right. We're very clumsy on the land, but we're very agile and graceful in the air. So we spend most of our day out at sea catching fish and just kind of flying around, and then we come back to land at night to rest. Now this is my nesting area, and my mate, he's just headed out to catch some fish, and this is my baby. It's sleeping. It just hatched, and then I have another egg that will hatch in a few days. Now boobies are different from other birds in that we start sitting on our eggs as soon as we lay one. And we lay 2 to 3 eggs about 4 days apart. We incubate each egg for about 45 days before it hatches. That means that the first chick is going to be a lot bigger and stronger than the second chick after it hatches. When my mate returns with the fish that he's caught, he will regurgitate or throw it up, and the baby chick will actually eat it just right out of his mouth. And the chicks stay with us for about 2 months. Now my mate and I are highly successful breeding partners because we've been together for several years, and we share the chick rearing responsibilities 50-50. Okay, now it's time to talk about my feet. So my feet were not this beautiful blue color until I became an adult. And I use them to keep my chicks warm, as well as to incubate the eggs. Now when I get too hot, I defecate on my feet, which is called urohydrosis, and that evaporation then cools me. Pretty gross, huh? So when you're looking at my nesting ground, you're probably thinking, gosh, that looks just like bare ground. Well, that's because I just lay my eggs directly on the bare ground, and then I defecate in a circle around the nest. That then is where my nest is at. So it's surrounded by a circle of guano or poop. When I'm looking for a breeding partner, I look for very vibrant blue feet. So I'm just not really attracted to any other color of foot. And the more vibrantly blue the feet are, that usually means the healthier the booby is. So the healthier the booby, the more likely he is to help me raise healthy chicks. So that's why I look for blue feet. Now all male boobies, when they're looking for a mate, they do this dance to try to lure us female, I guess, hens in. So what they do is they pick up their feet and they show them to us. You know, we usually kind of go, whatever, kind of play hard to get. And then lots of times they'll offer us a twig or a piece of grass, which is funny because we don't even use grass to build our nests with, but we're like, okay. And then they do this where they point their beak straight to the sky and they take their wings like this and they make this kind of tin whistle sound. And then they might show us their feet again. And eventually we're won over and we say, wow, you've got some really vibrant blue feet. And so then we become breeding partners and we go on to raise healthy chicks. So thanks for coming by. I must return to warming my chicks up and I hope you enjoyed your time here.